not everybody has the drive, has the motivation, discipline, can read people to be able to pick up on what might interest them. And so many people are in a rush to fucking try to sell something. They're scared this person's going to say no, and versus figuring out what that person wants or trying to figure out what they need, they just push something on them and they either get a yes or no, and then they're worried about the next deal. When you can find people that are well-rounded and well-versed and can read people well, they can make a killing in roofing. And then we do an override on that. So on everything that they sell, we do a percentage of override to the manager. So that's 100% an option we can do.
What it is, Brad Lee back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs. Today in the studio, folks, I got a real fucking treat for you. Todd Price in the house. What's up, Todd?
What's up, brother? How are you? What it is?
What it is.
That's it.
Hey, if you guys don't know this dude, he is an entrepreneur, CEO, keynote speaker, husband and father. The whole list goes on, but ultimately, he's a dude that's basically came from nothing and's turning it into something worth talking about.
That's right.
Now, you're a roofing not what did I say, contractor?
Yeah,
roofing company.
Roofing company. Yep.
Perimeter Roofing, and you've got a nutrition company. You obviously work out a smidge.
A little bit.
Have you ever worked out freaking your whole life, or is it last couple of years?
It's been,
because usually you don't get that big unless you work out your whole fucking life.
Yeah, I'm actually small right now. I think I'm 230-ish, and I was 280.
Dude, you're 230. I'm 230. That's fucked up.
Well, I was 280. I got pictures of me at 280.
Ripped?
5 months ago.
280 ripped or 280 fat?
You can see my abs, but not like now.
So you were
I was
huge.
bulking. I was getting ready for a show, and then now I just finished the show, and then.
You ever see those little dudes and laugh?
I see a lot of little dudes, under 200 pounds.
Yeah.
How little are we talking?
There's a guy on social media that I know. His name's Smillion. His name's Smillion Maury. Anyway, he goes and does his bodybuilding bullshit, and he's in his pictures, and he's in his little trunks, and he's like fucking 130 pounds. And it's like, dude, that ain't bodybuilding. This is bodybuilding. Like Jay Cutler's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
You got to be big, dude. You can't be a little fella.
Well, that's the whole point. To me, that's the whole point of it.
I'd call them body sculptors.
That's what it is, basically.
Dude, how much calories were you taking in to be 280?
About 7,000.
Were you waking up in the middle of the night to eat?
No, I actually slept better than I do when I'm lighter. Right now, I'll go to bed at 11, and I wake up at 3:30, ready to rock and roll.
Do you have injuries?
Not really. I've had some shoulder issues here and there, but nothing where I've had to have crazy surgery. I have more injuries from my past life than I do from any sort of bodybuilding.
Yeah, because I always get usually the guys that look like you, little bigger type dudes, will kind of make fun of me at the gym because I'm not putting enough weight on there. And I always tell them, man, I listen to my body, bro.
You got to.
If it starts to hurt, whoa, that's a sign that says slow down.
Well, the other thing
so I don't, but these guys always have fucking wraps and braces and shit, and they're always limping and shit. And I'm like, what's wrong, dog?
I wear safety stuff, but I also I'm a firm believer in doing things correctly, just because going through the motions and you can look cool as fuck in the gym, but look like a bitch on the streets, or you can lift lighter weight in the gym and do things correctly and look massive on the streets, So there's so many people that all they care about is, let me try to push these 150-pound dumbbells for 2 partial reps, and they look stupid and they're not doing anything. So they're just exerting energy and not really working the muscle.
Yeah, that's not too bright.
No,
I don't think I've ever lifted 150-pound dumbbell.
The only injuries that I have right now, which I had this whole last prep, was from squatting so heavy. I had stress fractures in both my legs, in both my shins. So I actually would have to take knee wraps, and instead of wrapping my knees, I would wrap my shins as tight as I fucking could to be able to squat. Or else the pain would.
See, that's what we call discipline. Because you know what I'd do? Squat less.
Well, I knew I had this show coming up. My whole plan was to get the show to go to nationals, to win the show to go to nationals, which I won it. And then I was going to go to nationals to get my pro card. But the win wasn't the same. I got so much bigger goals with speaking and business and things of that nature that I want to accomplish. I didn't feel like it was fair to my wife and my kids. And I hate when my daughter comes up and she's like, Dad, try this. And I can't. I have to tell her no, and I don't want to do that. So I retired. I backed out of bodybuilding. I still have all my meals in my bag. I still.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You still eat that way?
Yep.
What's for dinner today?
Meal 3 is 7 ounces of chicken and
he says
2
meal
cups
3.
of broccoli.
He's even got them counted.
Yeah, everything's weighed out.
I was doing that for a minute, and I started to get pretty good shape. But goddamn, dude, pain in the ass.
Well, the other benefit too, is like, so it comes to a point that especially when you're competing, that everything is so structured that you can't, which is good and bad, because I feel like bodybuilding is so disciplined that it carries over into everything that I do in life, especially business. And there's a lot of days that I don't want to get up at 3 or 4 o'clock and go do my cardio, but I have to fucking do it. So it's the same thing with business. There's a lot of things that I don't want to do, but I have to do it to reach those goals that I want to reach. And the downfall with bodybuilding is that every single meal had to be that way. So I couldn't take her on date nights anymore. I couldn't.
Well, can't you find something at the restaurant that'll be the same?
You can, but then you got to worry about the sodium. You got to worry about, are the measurements correct? You got to worry about, did they put oil on it, which is fat.
But you don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to. You don't have to. But when you take it that serious, it's
but you're done with it now.
Now I'm done.
So why are you still carrying the food?
Just because. So I'll eat all my meals all throughout the week, and then every other Friday night we'll have a date night, and every other Saturday morning we'll do a family breakfast.
Those are your cheat days.
Yep. So I'll do one meal where I have a.
What's your cheat meal?
My favorite, pancakes. I have pancakes tattooed on the back of my neck because I love them.
Well, dude, I don't blame you. Pancakes are fucking good.
Pancakes, French toast.
But there's protein pancakes. Mm-hmm. You know Protein House down here? You never been to Protein House?
Around here.
Well, dude, shit, I brought my 2-seater, so I can't bring y'all. Did you have a car? Do you rent a car?
No, we have we just been.
I'll order from Protein House.
Okay,
dude, it's basically, this dude's size huge. This dude's big, but it's a bodybuilding place. But everything's fucking good, and they got a stack of pancakes with like shit on it. Like, no way is this good for you, and it's fucking all sugar free bodybuilding shit.
I love it.
Like a stack of pancakes to give you 47 grams of protein.
I love it.
Sugar free whipped cream. Fucking. They could be lying. That's what I was thinking. Because they're like, the shit's too good. But that would be a smart fucking scam. Open up a health food restaurant where everything's fucking delicious, and you're telling them it's all sugar free and healthy, and it's not. It's just straight up fucking sugary shit.
And then you blame it on you're not doing the right thing in the gym. So now we got to get you on a coaching program too, in addition to the nutrition.
Like, they've got this milkshake. Basically is what I call it. They call it a protein shake. I'm like, fuck you, dude. That's a milkshake. It's a milkshake, dude. It's a peanut butter milkshake. You like peanut butter?
I'm allergic to. I have to have sunflower butter.
Oh, well.
I know. I'm a bitch.
Well, it's just, that ain't fun. But hey, they got a Muscle Freak. It's a coconut chocolate. Like, dude, I'm telling you, their fucking shakes are unbelievable. Protein House. I almost want to buy into the deal. One should be everywhere in the whole world. That's all I eat is Protein House.
Let's open one.
I'll tell my girl, not my girl, but my assistant, hey, get me 7 ounces of steak, half avocado. Peanut butter dream, that's the milkshake.
Okay. Which
again, unbelievable. Anyway,
the menu, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a few things that I get there. I stay. I don't eat carbs. I try not to eat sugar.
Yeah, I don't have any sugar.
So basically I eat meat. Gets old. Then I got to throw a little ketchup and mustard and relish on it, like bison.
Yeah, all I do is bison. I don't do any beef. They got
killer bison.
And then mainly hot sauce. And I have so many people come to my house and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you in hot sauce and mustard? Because I'll just have an array of different flavors of hot sauces and mustard, because that's what I'll put on my food.
Well, you have to.
Because everything else has so much sugar or calories.
Well, not only that, but like the food, after a while, you get tired of it.
You just want to taste different flavors, man.
So, but it works, obviously. And eating is most of it, isn't it?
100%.
See, people to go to the gym, but they eat like shit, and they come walking out looking like a big, puffy doughboy. And they're
my
wondering
workouts really don't even change. I mean, I always go now. Obviously, as I get closer to a competition, I'm more fatigued, so I can't go as heavy, and when I wear out faster. But my workouts, my exercises, my weight, they don't change. I don't do higher volume as I'm trying to cut down. I go as heavy as possible every single time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't, and that's probably why I'm not buff. But I'm getting. Look at that.
I know. Shit. I saw your.
Come on now. It's fucking weak.
I think
now,
I was doing. I think it was this morning. I was doing cardio, and one of your reels popped up, and you were talking, and then all of a sudden you said, "Look at that shit."
Yeah, because it's like, holy shit. I was looking at the camera, and I'm like, hey, that's like a muscle right there. But dude, I'm never going to be that big ever. It's too much work. It's too much. It's too much. And what's the payoff? What was your goal? To win the bodybuilding trophy?
It was to get my pro card.
How much
it was
did
just
they
a
make?
goal that I've had that to get your pro card and compete. And honestly, I wanted to get my pro card and retire and be done. I never wanted to compete as a pro. I just wanted, it was just something for me to check off. It was just a goal that I wanted to accomplish. And
how do you get it?
So you have to go to nationals, and when you go to nationals, and there's 3 different national shows. When you go to nationals, you have to win first or second in the overall. And if you win first or second, you get your pro card.
And then what's next after that?
And then next, you can start competing as a pro in pro shows, and you work your way up the ranks. But you don't really win. There's not a ton of money in bodybuilding itself. It's more so from the sponsors. So unless you're, like I said, Flex Lewis or Nick Walker or Ronnie Coleman or one of these people, there's no money in bodybuilding.
Or Arnold.
But there's no money in bodybuilding itself. It's from the sponsors and the supplement companies and things of that nature that are sponsoring these athletes.
Did Jay Cutler make any money?
Yeah, he made some good money.
How does he make money?
Well, before he had a bunch of sponsors. Now, I'm sure he still has sponsors, but I know he's got his own nutrition company as well. But they were all the big time guys were driving around in crazy cars, crazy houses, and.
Now, you got Priceless Nutrition, folks. If you guys are into high-quality nutritional products that get you buff, Priceless-Nutrition. What do you think what do you think of creatine?
Everybody should have 5 grams of creatine a day.
What does it retain water?
So, back in the day, there were a lot of creatines and they've changed the formulations a lot with education and knowledge that's come out. But back in the day, there was a lot of creatines that you had to load on where you'd take a higher dose for a week or 2, and then you could back off your dose some. Those retained more water. And then also your diet in conjunction with it obviously varies depending upon how much water you retain. But now creatine is actually really good for your mental cognition, also your endurance in the gym, and then obviously muscle growth as well. So, but I'll do 5 grams of creatine in every pre-workout that I have, and that's all the creatine that I have.
Do you do an intra workout?
Mm-hmm. Just small amount of protein, about 10 grams of protein with 0 carbs in the protein. But then I'll do a carb powder, like a Carbolin or something, that just helps boost.
So how long have you been married?
September 7th will be 10 years. 6th is our birthday, 7th is our anniversary.
And where were you before? Like you said you were in and out of jail. What were you doing?
Man, anything and
First of all,
everything.
did you grow up in Atlanta?
Yes.
So were you all tatted up back then, or this is recently?
Yeah, not as many. I've gotten a lot since then. A lot we have matching tattoos, and then a lot I didn't have any money to get tattoos. But I had a decent amount. But I was drinking and driving. I was getting in fights. I was.
But you had no money.
No money.
What'd you do for a living?
Worked in the gym.
Selling
Majority
memberships.
of the time. Yep.
Training or selling memberships?
Selling personal training. So whatever money I made, which on average was after taxes, call it $600 a week, $700 a week. I would blow all that. If I got paid on Friday, it was gone on Saturday, out drinking. And then the rest of the week, I was still drinking every single day. But I had hustles. I would go to different strip clubs and had all these girls that loved me from going to these strip clubs and talking to them all the time. And their hustle for me would be they would go get a dance from a guy, get them to buy them a drink, and whatever drink they wanted, they knew what I wanted. So they'd get paid for the dance and they'd bring me a drink. I did that
That's cool. That's working it.
Every single, and it was sales for me. It was just sales. And I did it every night. And then I would get a ride somewhere, might be back to a place I'm familiar with, might not be. And then I would get a ride to work in the morning and be there at 6, 7 o'clock. So I had the discipline to get there, even though I might not have showered or was hungover, but I didn't have the vision to say, hey, I shouldn't do this. I can really be something and be somebody. I have a talent and a skill set, and I should really look at it and embrace it and try to really level up my life. I was just going through the motions. So just like you see a lot of people in the gym just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Same thing. I relate a lot to the gym and business.
Problem with the gym for people is it doesn't happen fast enough, so they quit. And it's like, you know, if you just keep going, and it is slow. Like, again, I've only been doing it again now for, let's say, 4 weeks, and I'm like, fuck, dude, it's going to take forever. And people quit because of that.
What's so mind-boggling to me when you look at negative aspect things, like smoking, for example, smoking cigarettes, or doing drugs, whatever it may be. You know smoking cigarettes is going to kill you, but people think, well, it's going to take forever to kill me, so I can continue to smoke cigarettes. So they just smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke, and then one day when they have cancer, they act surprised. But on the flip side of that, with something positive, like going to the gym, they don't expect it to be a long-term process like smoking. They want it overnight, and they think that, well, I haven't got any results this week, so this isn't working. And it's not a...
But if you look, it doesn't really take as long as it seems.
No, it's just a consistent thing.
If someone worked out for 1 straight year solid, ate like you, fucking paid attention for 1 straight year, night and day.
I completely lost everything. I was 265 a year and a half ago with abs, really lean, was training with one of the best coaches in the nation, actually Nick Walker's coach. And I got shingles and completely put me out of the game.
Was that from roofing?
I'd much rather have those shingles any day of the week than the shingles that I got.
Everyone says it's painful. What does it feel like?
So everybody does say that it's painful, and but they also say older people get it. And so I always thought, like, well, they're just old. That's why it fucking hurts. No, it is the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. And I was stuck in bed for 4 months.
Fuck, dude.
Couldn't move. And then she was pregnant at the time with our third kid. So you can't be around someone that's pregnant.
Why? Because if they get it, they die or something?
It can, it was harmful to the baby. And then also my other 2 children hadn't had chickenpox yet. And so if you're around them, it can cause them to get chickenpox. They won't get shingles, but they get chickenpox. So we had just moved to our new house.
Had you ever had chickenpox?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I heard like maybe that was the reason you get shingles.
You have to have chickenpox to get shingles. And then, so it's like at first I thought it was poison ivy because it started off real small. And we had just moved to a new house out on a bunch of land way back in the woods. And I'm like, I wonder if I hit something against poison ivy. Well, every day it spread further and further. And it looked like this huge just rash, scars, rug burn. And even though that really hurt, all of those scars were connected to nerves, different nerves in your body. So you would have the weirdest sensation, almost like the only thing I can compare it to is if you bite down on a fork and get like that weird sensation. It's the same thing. So like on my chest would be numb, but it would also itch. It was almost like your foot going to sleep. And so I would itch it, but it wouldn't satisfy the itch, and I would itch it till it bled. But then on my back, if I barely moved at all, it just took my breath away. And so for 4 months I was stuck in bed, couldn't do anything, lost my sense of taste.
Did they give you a drug or something?
They gave me gabapentin, which is supposed to help deaden your nerves, and they wanted me to take 3 300 milligram pills a day, so 900 milligrams a day, and it didn't do anything. So I googled the dose, the max dose for an adult, and it was 3,600. So I was taking 3,600 milligrams a day, didn't do anything. I was completely, it broke me. It was one of the worst things I've ever been through in my life. I'd rather go through, I got beat with a wrench by 9 guys and have my jaw broken 4 times. I'd go through that any day versus having shingles again. I remember my daughter bringing in a sign she had made and for her treehouse in the back, and she wanted me to hang it up. And man, I just broke down because I couldn't hug her. I couldn't do anything. It was rough.
Well, I hope I don't get it.
I hope you don't either, dude.
Now you got me fucking nervous. Because a lot of people get shingles, don't they?
They do, yeah.
What percentage do you think get shingles?
I don't know. I know my dad did get it, but I know it was a real small area. I talked to 3 different doctors and 2 different pharmacists, and they all said that my case was the worst case they had ever seen. And they also said that because of the fact that I was so young, I was 36 or 37 at the time, that I would be more susceptible to getting it again. And I'm like,
And
well, fuck, that's
what
great.
causes it, you know?
They say stress. A majority of the time it's stress induced, and it could be either mental or physical. So I was training super hard to get ready for a show, but then also, you know, I got business and different things going on and family and trying to take care of my parents and everything else. So I don't know which one caused it, but I pray to God that I never get it again.
So were you in shape but broke? Because usually, you know, you get the guys that are like, they're in shape, they got the discipline to get in shape, but all they have to do is apply that to business, and it usually will be the same result. Mm-hmm. But a lot of those guys, they don't realize that.
I was still working out so I was also broke. So I did have to take, I did have to take my food with me, and I would buy like sweet potatoes in bulk or cans of green beans. I remember I'd have a big bag full of cans of green beans and cans of chicken, because I'm allergic to seafood too. I'm allergic to a lot of shit, you'll find out. So I'd have cans of chicken and cans of green beans, and I would just pour a can of chicken and a can of green beans together, put some hot sauce on it, throw it in the microwave, and that would be one of my meals. And I'd eat that 6, 7, 8 times a day.
Were you counting macros?
No. I was just doing that 6, 7, 8 times a day throughout the day, and it was the cheapest food that I could get that gave me protein and a little bit of carbs, and I stayed lean. I stayed working out. I just didn't transfer that discipline and that mindset over to, it's funny because I always thought I could be bigger. I always thought I could be leaner, but when it came to the business side, I didn't have that same mentality. I thought I was just, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm stuck at.
Well, I'm trying to think back, like if I'm imagining your life, there was some pivotal moment where it's like, okay, something changed where now you're starting to do well.
And I think the biggest thing is, so I had a mentor that was had a chain of gyms, and he really took me under his wing. I had a lot of people in the gym industry that would take me under the wing to teach me sales, obviously more so for their benefit because they were getting, you know, paid and bonuses and things of that nature. But he really took me under his wing to teach me not just the sales aspect. I had that down, but he wanted to teach me business and different processes and things of that. And it was, and then the fact that he believed in me, I think was the biggest thing. Having somebody that believed in me outside of my parents. They always believed in me, even when I was a piece of shit and, you know, whatever. But having him believe in me, I think really opened up my eyes. And then when I decided to try something different, because I'd had a buddy, I remember, that said, hey man, you really need to get into this roofing game. I've been doing it. And he actually worked for me as a trainer, but then was doing the roofing on the side. And he was like, with your ability, you would fucking kill it. And it just seemed too good to be true. And I put it off for a year or two. And then finally he started sending me, I don't remember if we were married yet or still dating or engaged at the time or what, but he started sending me pictures of his checks. And I remember there was like 2,000 one week, and then 4,000 and 6,000. And then 1 month it was like 28,000. I was like, I got to figure this out. Like, so I had a talk with her, and I said, I think I'm going to, you know, take a chance. What do I have to lose? I can always go back to the gym. She was like, whatever, if you want to do it, I support you, you know? And so she worked making after taxes $400 or $500 a week. We had to figure out what bills to pay, what not to pay. I remember we had a TV in the living room with no furniture sitting on the floor, and, you know, mattress on the floor, and a little shithole house that we were renting. And she made it happen while I was getting things started. And then once I got things taken off, I told her, you never got to work again unless you want to.
Is that all down in the Southeast pretty much?
Yes. So we started in Georgia essentially, and now we're basically across the Southeast United States.
Well, you want some roofing advice, even though I'm not a roofer?
Let's hear it.
Number one, that industry is huge for private equities going in and bundling them up. So I would find other roofing companies that aren't doing as well as you and implement whatever you're doing to do well into theirs, get equity, and roll up like 10 different companies and then sell it to a private equity.
So we have an investor that we are working with right now. And then we're about to close on another company here Friday. that's located in Georgia, Nashville, Raleigh, Charlotte, and Kentucky. They did 25 million last year. After that, we have another company in Texas that did 40 million last year that we're going to acquire.
You are doing this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll end up huge.
Yeah.
Big money. My buddy did 300 some million. All he did was roll up HVAC companies same way.
Yep.
And now guess what he's starting to roll up? Roofing companies. Mm-hmm. He says, dude, roofing. You know any roofers? I'm like, I know some. He said, give me their number. Because all he wants to do is talk to roofers.
Yeah.
You want to talk to him?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, he lives in Philadelphia, but his name's Lance. I'll introduce you to him.
It's a good market. The whole East Coast straight up. And the price, it's so funny. Same job, same house, same shingles, same everything. If you're comparing apples to apples, the price that they pay as the further you go up north, the East Coast, is 3, 4, 5 times higher for the same exact fucking job. So we're definitely looking at.
Yeah, but this guy is not a roofer. All he does is find guys that are, good operators that aren't really making much and they haven't scaled much. So let's say you're doing $10 million a year and you've been doing it for 3 or 4 years. He'll come in and say, bro, we need to get your EBITDA up. I have processes and marketing systems where we can double your business. Give me a little piece of your company. I'll write you a check. And then what we'll do is grow it, acquire these other companies, grow that number, and then sell it to my private equity buddies.
Correct.
And he gets everyone to say yes.
Yeah.
But 300 million doing that, dude, that's ridiculous.
We expect to be at a little bit over 200 million in the next 18 months. So because just my Georgia office alone is on track to do 53.5 million this year.
So I need to get in the fucking roofing business. All it is sales. Hey, I noticed you got some damage. And by the way, your insurance should cover it. You want me to go up there and have a look?
What's so funny is, and if you look across the roofing industry, there's you got a lot of scumbags too. You got a lot of different, it's kind of can be a rough natured, second chance type, industry. Cause a lot of the guys that work with me covered in tattoos, been in prison, ex-felons, ex-cons, whatever. But
aren't we all?
They're some of the hardest, most trustworthy people that I've ever met, and they bust their ass, and I couldn't do it without them.
Well, everybody knows my stance on felons. I say everybody's one.
Yeah.
There's just some that got
some caught and some haven't. That's right.
Because I hate when people look down on a felon.
I can't fucking stand it.
Well, not only that, it's like, you motherfucker, dude. You know you did some stupid shit too, but you just didn't get caught. But they're still felons. Cops are felons in a lot of cases.
100%. 100%. But a lot of people, the very, very successful, because to me, roofing sales isn't sales. Insurance is paying for it. All I have to do is say, you have damage on your roof, insurance is going to pay for it. All you got to do is pay for your deductible. I can throw you a free upgrade of architectural, whatever it may be. It's done deal.
What's an average deductible?
$1,000. I mean, you get some people that might have 200, 500, and then you get on the other end of the spectrum, you might have some people that have a 1% deductible. So if they have a $500,000 house, they have a $5,000 deductible. So, but on average, 99% of them are $1,000. So you get a $10,000 roof or a $100,000 roof for $1,000, depending upon the size of the house. And, but a lot of the really successful guys that I've seen in the industry have also come from the gym industry. And I think because of the fact of when I was in the gym industry, the biggest thing, the hurdle for me was I had to sit across from you for 30 minutes or an hour, take you through a quick workout, talk to you about your dreams, your goals, your visions, whatever they may be, and build so much fucking value in your mind that you're going to drop 50 pounds or put on 20 pounds of muscle or be the next Muscle and Fitness magazine model or whatever it may be, that you start paying me $1,000 a month and you walk out the door with nothing tangible other than a dream. So if you can build that much value in that to deliver something that's actually tangible, that's also protecting your primary investment, your most valuable investment. And if it's not your most valuable investment, there's probably something in that house that is your most valuable investment. It's easy. It's simple. It's just a matter of being a people person and being able to talk to people. So
was that the first business you started?
Yes.
Because one day you quit and you said, fuck this, I'm going to do something myself.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yep.
Was it called Perimeter then too?
No, it was called another company. And I'll leave the name out of that and the partner out of that. But we were doing really well, and we were in 3 states. We were open for about 4 years, and partner decided to start doing some kind of shady stuff. And this was right before my daughter, my first child, was born. And I was like, man, I left that life, and I'm not about committing insurance fraud. I'm not about committing, like, doing sales guys wrong. And I'm not about that. I want to treat everybody. I want to give more. Anybody you talk to will tell you that I'm going to get, like, the only thing that I really buy is cars. I like cars. I know you're a car guy too. We know Andy's a car guy. But I like, other than that.
Andy's a fucking car guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't compare myself a car guy compared to him.
Well, you got the new SF90, don't you?
No.
You got the what? Just F8?
I got an F8.
Travato?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little punk car.
It's still.
The SF90 is pretty nice, but I like the F8 better.
Does Andy have the?
Andy's got all kinds of shit. I don't even know what he has. I know he's got everything.
Tell me
cool.
to bring that down. I'll run him in the Porsche.
Why, you have a GT3 or something?
Nah, I got Turbo S.
Is that the fast one?
It's a little quick.
I thought a GT3 RS was what you wanted.
GT3 RS is all motors, naturally aspirated rear-wheel drive. It's more of a track car based off the suspension. Now, from a resale value, it's if you can get an allocation from one, it's good. But the Turbo S is a fast one.
You're a Porsche guy.
Well, I can't fit in a McLaren, and I can't fit in a Lambo. So
you can fit in a Ferrari.
I can fit in a Ferrari, and I do love Ferraris. But when it comes to drivability and speed and the things that you can do to them for fairly inexpensive, then Porsche is where it's at. It's a true driver's car.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call myself a car guy only because I have 2. That's not really a car guy.
But you got a good taste in them, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta give that. I only got one wife, but I got good taste.
Our boy Wes Watson, he's starting to be a car guy.
He's starting to be a car guy.
He's starting to get a little collection going.
Yeah, he's got some I like and some that I'm not. I know like his Maybach, he never drives, and I love it.
I wonder why.
Because he put 26s on it. I think he put 28s on it. He said scrubs. He said, "But I got to put them on."
So, are you going to do coaching like him, or?
Yes. Yep.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to on a hopefully on that same grand of a scale. Eventually, I talked to him a lot about it. I talked to Steuben a lot about it. I talked to Eric Spotford a lot about it. So eventually I would, just with everything else going on right now with the roofing side of things and trying to grow that over the next 2 years, maybe 3. It's time consuming. So, but coaching is definitely.
That's why I don't really mess with it too much.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about it too. Wes got everybody thinking about it.
Yeah, I want to do it just because I really
rolling.
I love helping people, man. Even.
But a lot of people can't be helped. That's my problem. Because I know if I tell people what to do, a lot of times they don't do it. Like when it comes to business owners, they'll reach out and they'll say, "Hey, what can I do to scale my business?" And I'll say, "Well, do more than you're doing now." And they'll be like, "Fuck does that mean?" It's like, well, what are you talking about? What does that mean? Like, just use your brain. Like, how many people do you talk to now? They say, well, let's say 500. Okay, talk to 1,000. Like, what's so hard about that?
The other thing too is so many people put it out. They expect everything to be perfect before they start. So, well, I don't know exactly what I want, and I don't want to bring up any family members, but trying to start businesses, or even another buddy of mine from the gym, and I just don't know what to call my coaching for my personal training. And I'm like, who gives a fuck? Just name it something. You can do a DBA later, or just if somebody else in our family wants to do a different shirts and make those cups and different shit, whatever. And I'm like, start with one product. Just start with one. Just start. But time is of the essence. You have to get started. If not, now. The last conversation we had about this was 4 years ago, and you haven't fucking done shit since then. So it's 4 years wasted where you could have at least started and realized, well, that didn't sell. This didn't sell. This took off like hotcakes. Here's
like
where
I have a crooked boner shirt.
And you learned. Should have done straight boner.
Right after that, I opened a soup restaurant where soup was free, and I rented spoons. No one fucking liked that one either. It's free soup. And then you had to rent spoons.
I love it though.
What about grass green golf balls? They disappear in the grass.
I like that.
It's a good one. Yeah, I've had 3 or 4 good ones.
That mine disappear anyways.
Do you just have ideas, or you just saw this guy making money? You're like, fuck, I'll go do roofing. So now you got money coming in for successful roofing. Then you're like, well, what else do I want to do? Hey, let me do a nutrition, because you're probably taking everybody else's nutrition. Why not have your own?
Correct. It was have my own and have my own. Because like I said, I'm not a fancy guy when it comes to I wear a t-shirt and gym shorts or sweatpants everywhere I go. I'm not a fancy guy whatsoever. So like, if I can make my own shirts and more fitness motivation type, geared towards that realm, then why not make it? And then why not sell it? And why not create a brand around a culture, that some people want to be a part of? And so I did that. And then from there, it's what other things can we do? So I come up with other stuff and create other stuff. I'm looking at buying 50% of a meal prep company right now, just because he's not sure on how to take it to another level. And the food is phenomenal. He's the one that does all my meals, but as far as scaling processes, call to actions, different things like that, he's got to be losing a ton of business because of it. So simple things that you can implement and triple, quadruple the numbers in the next 6 months. So I believe in being diversified as much as possible. So
what would you say your number one shirt that sells is?
Probably the Ripped Rich Rare, just because people want that persona.
But not very many people can wear it.
They can't, but they do.
Well, why would the fuck would you wear it if you aren't ripped, rich, or rare?
You get a skinny guy that wears it, that has a fake gold chain and and then they think they're rare. Fuck or whatever. They drive a E-Class Mercedes or some fucking bullshit.
Believe it or not, my first Mercedes was an E420. It was a fucking nice car, dude.
We had a S63 I wish I never got rid of.
Yeah, I had an S63 one year.
I fucking loved them.
Actually, for 3 years.
I think ours was 16 or 17. I loved it.
I got a picture of mine. I put my Lightspeed logo, like I'll show you my logo, on the rims. Dude, everyone wanted pictures of my rims. They fucked the car. They kept going, can I take a picture of your rims? And it's my logo, so it's trademarked. So one time, guy says, hey, I want to get those. Where did you get those? I said, well, they're custom made. He said, well, I need a pair. And I said, well, they're one of a kind, custom made. He said, well, I'll just call the place you got them. I said, they won't sell it to you. He said, yeah, they will. I said, no, they won't. It's a trademarked logo. You can't use it unless I give you permission. I should do a line of those. But what about shirts that say like funny shit? Do you have any of those? Like you should get one that says yuck foo.
I like that. I don't really have a lot of funny ones. It's more so motivating. I do have one that says, this is my dad bod.
How about get your bitch ass up?
Man, I just talk to people like that in person because I can't stand it. I'm like, shut the fuck up with complaining and do something about it. That's the worst thing I can't stand, is when somebody will be not going to the gym or sitting there and talking about like, God, I was so close to my goal weight, and then here I am eating this pizza. Well, don't eat the fucking pizza. Like, I go on
Why
vacation.
do you think people do that though?
I think it's just they want to give themselves a reason of why they're doing it. I'm on vacation. Everybody wants a reason. I'm on vacation, or I'm in Vegas right now. It's hard to bring my meal. No, it's not. I have all my meals prepped and wrapped up in fucking cellophane, so nothing.
Well, it is a bitch, dude. It is a bitch to do that shit.
It's a bitch.
I remember one time I was really doing it right, and this fucker had me on tilapia, which I don't give a fuck, dude. I'll be fat first. I ain't eating that shit ever again. But anyway, I bring it on the fucking plane with me. So they're all walking around. I'm sitting in fucking first class, of course, and they're bringing everybody kick-ass hot food. And I'm looking at my fucking shit, and I'm like, I got to eat this tilapia. I pull it out, dude. It's cold. I'm sitting there trying to fucking eat it. I almost puked. I couldn't even finish it. I got off the fucking thing. I threw the rest of them away. They were so gross.
Well, the other thing too is what's crazy. So I used to prep all my food before I hired a meal prep company. I would prep every single thing. Every morning I would get up, I'd do my cardio, I'd come downstairs, I'd fix all my food, all 4 meals, because I would eat 4 meals while I was at work, and then I'd have 2 more when I got home. So I'd fix my 4 meals for the day, prep them, weigh them, everything, pack them, go to work, come back home, eat the other 2. Did it every single day. So,
but that's how you get ripped.
That's how you get ripped. So, but now I have everything made for me. It's a little bit more expensive, but I also know how much my time is worth. And so not having to go to the grocery store, not having to cook the food, not having to do all that bullshit, not having to weigh it all out. It makes it a lot easier just to go into the fridge and grab meals 1 through 4 and throw them in my bag and I'm good to go.
So right after this podcast, I call Protein House and I say, okay, give me 8 ounces of bison and whatever it is you want.
Yeah.
It's a meal prep, but it's fresh.
That's awesome.
You've never heard of that?
No, we need it in fucking Atlanta, dude.
Why don't you open one?
Well, I'm down now.
I'm telling you, I've never seen any place like it. It's a meal prep, but fresh food. They'll let you order it just like a meal prep. Like what would you order right now if you could have anything you want to eat right off the stove? What would you have?
If I could have anything, it would be pancakes.
They got pancakes,
Yeah,
protein
if I could have
pancakes.
anything, it would be pancakes.
But you won't splurge?
Just on like our date nights or like a refeed.
She has pancakes for your date night?
We had a date night the other night, and well, it was kind of like a family date night, and we got in bed, watched the movie, ordered IHOP. I had
you have real pancakes?
Yeah. So I had IHOP. I had order a turkey bacon, order 5 blueberry pancakes, order 5 regular pancakes, order 5 chocolate chip pancakes, order French toast.
You ate them all?
A bagel, English muffin. 2 cups of blueberries, a banana, strawberries.
That ain't date night. That's a carb party.
And 2 I had 2 omelets too, with 2 orders of hash browns.
Does he eat the whole thing? Dude, how do you eat all that?
Every fucking bit.
Unbelievable. That's a lot of food.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bet you $50 that if you went down and ordered there once, you'd say, that's the way to do it. And that's what I do. Because I tried that packing. And not only that, like I ain't trying to win a competition.
Yeah, and I'm not anymore. I just want to stay, if I can stay 230, 240 and stay lean with abs, I'm not trying to impress nobody. I just want to stay in good shape for my mindset. And
yeah, but you just say if. Of course you fucking can.
Yeah, no.
Why would you say if?
I know I can.
And you don't need to pack your fucking food to do that. You know there's restaurants with decent shit, and you know it's okay to have a little, you know what I'm saying? It's coming from the guy with a little fucking fat roll right here. But at the end of the day, listen, I know if I were like to say, okay, I'm going to win a contest or I'm going to win a bet or something and I have to get shredded, I know how to do it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to.
Correct.
And everyone can say, oh, you fucking pussy. It ain't nothing about pussy, dude. I like myself enough to fucking eat ranch.
And be confident. Yeah. And I've always been confident. So for me.
But dude, don't you want to, in other words, not that you don't like yourself, because that discipline is admirable, but only when there's a goal. Like your goal was to do this, but now it's over. So it's like, you got to pack your fucking food. Like, there's places with chicken and rice or whatever the fuck you got in there. Mm-hmm. They'll cook it up right for you. Well, yeah, they might use saffron oil.
So for me, a lot of it's the weight out, the portion size too, because if they put it on the plate and I'm supposed to have 6 ounces, they put 12 ounces of rice on there, I'm eating the fucking 12 ounces. No problem. And so
you don't have discipline.
It helps me knowing that this is what I'm supposed to eat. And then I wait 2.5 hours before I eat another one. Because she'll tell you, I'm a fat kid. Like it takes a lot for me to stay lean. Whereas I have friends I have one buddy, Clayton. This motherfucker he'll eat healthy. And then after his workout, he'll go get 5 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, spicy chicken sandwiches, and 3 large fries and a Diet Coke and an ice cream 3 or 4 times a week and stays shredded like he's about to step on stage.
No, how do you explain that?
Genetic freak, man.
Metabolism?
Yeah. You look at him and he takes his shirt off. I don't even know how to.
I wish I was that dude.
Man.
Because I love fucking
But see,
food.
It's harder for him to put size on. Now I can put size on really easy, but I'm also going to lose my abs in the process. So to say somewhere in the middle, and I've got to the point now where I've kind of learned my body, so I know, all right, I'm too lean. I can have a refeed meal. Like tonight, I'm going to give myself a refeed meal with extra rice or extra sweet potatoes or something like that.
Hey, you want to spend an hour a week with me helping you become a business badass? Well, check out my group in the link below.
How much time a day do you put into the gym?
Normally an hour in the gym, 45 minutes to an hour.
And what about cardio?
Cardio I do first thing in the morning, 4 a.m. for an hour. So I like to do it
2 hours.
Yeah, I like to do it before everybody gets up.
Yeah, but you're doing cardio in the morning and weights in the day.
Yes. And now if I can do it, depending upon work schedule, if I can do my cardio and workout in the morning before the day gets going, I'd much rather do that. Yep. Because I'd much rather come home and be able to spend time with my
What about
kids.
cold plunge?
I was just talking to Todd Abrams from Icon. I'm waiting on him to get back to me. He's linking me with I guess the owners of Cold Plunge, because I was about to buy one the other day, and I was talking to him if he really noticed the difference. And I noticed that you've been doing it a lot too. But I asked him, I said, do you really notice the difference doing it long term? And he said, man, it's phenomenal. And so I was about to order one, and right before I clicked buy, he said, let me link you up with these guys to get you taken care of. But I am going to get one because I think it's not only from recovery and fat loss and things like that, but also from the mental game too. I think it's huge.
Well, they told me it's like doing a line of Coke.
Yeah.
And so I got it. And
the Coke or the cold plunge?
The cold plunge.
Okay.
And I'm like, I got out the first time. I'm like, dude, you've never done a line of Coke, obviously. Because that ain't what it's fucking like. It was fucking cold as shit, but it does feel good. I like it myself.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes me a little bit more crisp, I think, a little bit more clear. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've only been doing it 2 weeks, so I haven't seen anything major. But, at the end of the day, I bet it's working for me.
Yeah. I think it definitely helps with the discipline aspect, and then the mental toughness too. Which I think doing something to suffer every day, something that you don't want to do, I think is huge in life. I think it's very.
Have you ever
very
done
important.
75 hard?
I do 365 hard, brother. So
one time I told Andy a joke because Sean Whalen, you know Sean?
Yeah.
I FaceTime him. He'll answer no matter what. Usually no matter what. And if he FaceTimes me for some reason, I'll always answer no matter what. Even one time I was on stage and he's calling me. So I'm like, well, it's Sean Whalen, so it's not going to be uncool to say, hey, look.
Sean's calling me, yeah.
Yeah, so I fucking answer. And he said, I just bet this motherfucker you'd answer even though you were on stage. So anyway, we go back and forth. So one day I call him. He's with his Lions Den team or group or fucking coaching program. I don't know what it is, but, his people are in there. Kind of like Apex.
Yeah.
And he was fucking with me, and I was getting ready to get off the phone, and he said, hey, when are you going to do 75 hard? I said, I'm not. He goes, why not? I said, I don't need to do 75 hard. He said, why not? And I said, because I'm 7.5 soft. Okay. Click. And then fucking everybody, I knew someone that was in there. He called me and said, dude, they were laughing for 28 minutes. So I tell Andy, I'm thinking it's funny, right? So I text Andy Frisella, hey, dude, here's what happened. And I'm thinking he's going to laugh. And he went, he didn't like it
At all.
Yeah, but it was funny.
It is funny.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's witty.
But when I say I don't want to do it, it's because I already know what it does. Like, in other words, I already know you can control that bitch voice. And a lot of people don't. So 75 hard is great for just getting in shape in general, but it's really great for teaching you that you can control your own actions. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's for.
And I think the biggest thing, like you said, it's good for teaching because there's so many people that don't have, whether you want to call it structure, whether you want to call it discipline, whether you want to call it time management, whatever the fuck, however you want to look at it. There's so many people that don't check those things off their list, even the daily shit that they need to do at work. They don't check it off their list. They spend too much time on this. They don't have a hard stop on a meeting. So if you can say, I have to do these things every single day, it creates structure, it creates discipline, it creates processes in your life that then can transfer over to, once you learn that process, you don't have to do 75 hard anymore. And I've just incorporated it into my life to where it's something I do every single day just because for my mindset, to me, that's like my meditation, so to speak. Like when I'm in the gym, that's me zoned out. That's my time. But I think the 75 hard is good to teach people that you do need to read, that you do need to do something active, that you do need to eat healthy, that you do, because that makes you more well-rounded and it teaches you that structure and that discipline.
What are you going to do with those ears at like 80?
I might go bigger. I don't know.
At 80?
We'll see.
Because you know how cool it looks when fucking people are young and shit, and then you see these old motherfuckers with because they end up taking them out, and they just got like this
hanging.
Yeah.
And you can get them sewed up. I know people that have had them sewed up.
When did you get those? How long ago?
Golly, I got my ears pierced when I was in 3rd grade, and then I started probably stretching them out when I was in high school. So, but I've had them this size for 4 or 5 years maybe.
Well, it fits, dude. It'll probably fit for another 20, 30. I want to see it like 72 with those. Maybe it'll look cool. I don't know.
I'll do the age progression photos.
Have you ever seen that Italian Gian, or I forget his name, but he's all cool, older dude, all tatted up. He looks cool still. He's old.
I don't think so.
How old are you?
Just turned 38 last week.
Oh, you got plenty of time, dog. Plenty of time. All right, so you're thinking about moving to Texas or no?
Yes.
Wait, how do you decide?
Well, obviously the boss. So if she's good with it, I'm good with it.
You have a bunch of family in Atlanta?
Yeah, all of our family's in Atlanta, mine and hers.
Yeah.
I mean, I got an uncle that lives in Del Mar.
Well, you guys know that there's airplanes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very aware of that, even though I don't like to fly.
See, I'm from the type of families that I don't want to live near them. Like, fuck that. If my family moved here, I'd move. Why? I don't do that shit.
Well, my parents, I would move them with us just because my parents are older. And
does he have gauges?
Nobody's covered in fucking tattoos, prison tattoos. So my parents are older, and everything that I put them through, I bought them both brand new cars. I paid their house off, did a bunch of stuff for her. I want to make sure they're taken care of. So if I can move them with us, and my dad is starting to get to where he's not thinking clearly, I hope it's not the first signs of Alzheimer's.
How old is he?
75.
Yeah.
75,
but dude, that's borrowed time already. Well, that's our average age is that.
Yeah.
So I'm 50 fucking 4,
What's
dude. And every
crazy
time I start thinking of a word and I can't think of it, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, God damn, is this the beginning of that shit? Because I would hate to have that, but fuck it. Once I'm 75, like, dude, I think in my mind, if I live till 75, I'm good.
He's 75 and he's starting to, like, we were on vacation last week. We were in Florida, and we said Happy Father's Day, and he said, "Yep, 76." And I said, "No, Dad, it's not your birthday. It's Father's Day." And he goes, "Yeah, but I'm gonna be 76." And I'm like, "In fucking May of next year, Dad." Yes. So he's starting to lose it a little bit, but physically, he'll still outwork anybody I have. He'll still outrun me.
Well, I mean, dude, there's houses in Texas so cheap and unbelievably nice. Like, just move them with you.
So, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm looking for either something that's got a complete separate in-law suite for them, obviously where they don't have to go up and down stairs as they get older, or just 2 houses side by side, 2 new construction houses side by side, to where we're both settled. Eventually, when they need to move in, they can move in. I have that other house that I can sell or rent it out or whatever it may be. But that's the plan. The biggest hurdle for her is, which I feel like the kids will outgrow it, is their cousins are in Atlanta that they're good friends with, and they're right down the street. But I feel like they're going to meet so many other people with the connections and other kids there in schools. And like you said, there's airplanes. They can come visit. We can go visit, So I just feel like Georgia's holding me back.
So, dude, if you're listening to this and you're starting a business, things are a little rough, what advice would you give them?
Good. Learn from it. So there's so many things. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I never went through anything rough, whether it was in business or not in business. We compare it back to working out again. Those last 2-3 reps that get really fucking rough, that's what makes you grow. And that's where most people stop. And so a lot of people in business, they get to those areas where it's rough, and they're like, this might not be for me, or like I'm doing something wrong, or if I just got fined $100,000 because of workers' comp issue or whatever it may be. Good. Now you learn something. That'll never happen again. Now keep forging forward. So if you're going through rough times and even good times, soak as much out of it, learn as much out of it. Why is this such a good time right now? Why is this such a bad time right now? What am I doing? What can I do better? What can I improve on? What can I learn from this to improve? Because we're all going to have good times and bad times, no matter what. Bad times they're going to come, and good times are going to come. But you have to be able to extract that information and learn from it so you can grow. And if you can't extract that information, you're never going to grow. You're just going to be either stuck in that same realm, or you're going to give up and quit. And as long as like you said, we have a bad day in the gym and we think we're not getting results, we want to quit. It's the same thing with business. As long as you're consistent every day, week in, week out, you're going to get better, period. There's days I go in the gym and I have bad workouts. Doesn't mean I didn't do anything. Doesn't mean I didn't improve. Doesn't mean tomorrow's workout's not going to be fucking kick ass.
What happens when you get sick?
Unless I'm on my deathbed, I'm in the gym fighting through it.
So you're just fucking, you don't give a shit.
It's the same thing with work.
See,
I
that's
get
what I
sick,
need to
I gotta
do.
go. I gotta do shit.
That's what I need to do because I don't do that shit.
Well, at the end of the day, too, like
I look for excuses.
and I'll be honest with you. Like if I get sick, I'm more apt to skip out on a workout than something with work, just because of the fact that if I skip out on a workout, the only person that I feel like I'm truly hurting or that it's truly negatively affecting would be myself. Whereas if I skip out on business, I have so many people that rely on me in my company. I have my kids, I have my wife. I have shit I have to do to take care of them and to lead by example. So if I have a head cold or a fucking headache or whatever.
No, not a head cold, but
you know, whatever.
Say you got the flu.
Shingles was the first thing that I've taken off in I don't know how long.
Say you got the flu.
I'm doing something. Even if I'm working from home so I don't get other people fucked up.
Yeah, see, like last week it felt like the flu for a minute. And so I'm not going to the gym.
Yeah.
I took a week off.
And a lot of times I might not. One of the biggest things that I've realized over the years, and this took me obviously a while to realize, is that when I feel sick like that, I might not work out with weights because I'm breaking down my muscle and my immune system, so it can make me feel worse. But I'll get in and do cardio and sweat it out, which normally I do at home because I have 4 or 5 different pieces of cardio equipment at home. So I'll go upstairs and do cardio for an hour and sweat it out and feel better and then go get in the hot tub.
See, again, cardio for an hour. Like, fuck, dude. Isn't 30 minutes enough?
I get in the zone, man. It's fucking.
I was doing it for 45 minutes. That's the most I ever go. I don't do no hour bullshit.
I get in there and I start listening to you or David Goggins or Andy or
So you use it for
Jordan
growth.
Peterson, you know. So a lot of it, like I said, is me zoning out, and obviously it's healthy for me. But at the same time, I'm listening to something productive. I'm not watching music videos or fucking, some bullshit sitcom or anything like that. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to motivate myself and learn from others and things of that nature. So
yeah, dude. And I'll tell you, most of the successful people that I know or people that are building success do the same thing. Like when I'm doing cardio, I'm listening to a book. I'm listening to something like that. And I look forward to it. That's what gets me to actually go. Mm-hmm. Because, the more you learn, believe it or not, the more likely you are to succeed.
100%. That's why I do. I'll listen to audiobooks on the way to work and on the way home.
Have you ever heard Blue Ocean Strategy?
Mm-mm.
You haven't? You better get that one.
Blue Ocean Strategy? Write that down.
Blue Ocean Strategy.
Yeah.
You know Patrick Bet-David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said
100%.
He said
I listen to a lot of his stuff and a lot of Andrew Tate. I haven't seen the whole interview with him and Andrew Tate yet. I got to watch
who
that.
the fuck has 5 hours? Someone asked me, did you watch
I've
the
seen
video?
clips
Did
of
you
it.
watch his interview? I'm like, fuck no, dude. 5 hours? I ain't got 5 hours to sit there and listen.
Now, I watched the first one that they did before all this
How long
last
was that
bullshit popped up. Maybe an hour.
I had Andrew Tate scheduled for here in January, but he got arrested. I got an email from Andrew Tate that says, fucking love your show. Let's break the internet. I didn't know who he was. So I responded, fucking, Maria can help you.
I love him. I think
So do I, but I
what
didn't know who he
preaches-
was. He fucking emailed me and I could have just said, fuck yeah, let's go. But I didn't know who he was.
He's so, and I didn't realize he's like my age too. He's like 38, 39 years old.
I think he's 36.
He might be. But I know he's young.
And killing the game, dude.
Fucking killing it. But what he preaches, and a lot of times I know it can come across as arrogant or,
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think he's teaching people to be a man. I think he's doing what you're supposed to do as a man.
Yeah, the only thing I don't necessarily agree, and I don't know that he said it because I'm a victim of the same thing. People will take my videos, chop them to make it look like I was saying something that I technically wasn't. But like I always say, like, I believe everything he's talking about is true, except for disrespecting of the women. Now, I don't think he disrespects them because I've heard him say nice shit. So I think it's probably editing, but supposedly, because I was being interviewed by Patrick Bet-David's partner, I forget his name, Sosnick.
Yes.
Yeah. And he says, well, Brad, high value man cheats. And I said, well, you can't cheat and be a high value man.
Correct.
And he said, well, so you disagree with Andrew Tate? And I'm like, well, fuck, if he says that, then I guess I do.
Yeah.
Because like women to me is how do you know that there's a God? Because like, who would have thought of that?
Dude, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for her.
Yeah. Well, who would have thought of him? Like, think about a woman. You got to respect him is my point.
Correct.
Because I think again, you're supposed to provide and protect, period.
And you can ask her, she knows I'm damn sure going to do whatever I got to do to provide. And it's scary to her how much I will protect.
Have you ever seen my video where I say, if you're not making enough money, or if your girl outspends you, you got to make more?
Make more money. 100% yes.
Dude, that thing went viral. I saw my followers went from like 9% girls to like 30%. They love it. And dude, what people don't realize is women want men to be that way. Like they want them to be almost chivalrous, except for as soon as you say that, you'll hear one go, I don't.
And I think
then they think that's that girl speaking for everybody. I was at a stage the other day. I think it was Ryan's Stuman's deal. And I said, get your balls out of their purse and start being a man again and start acting like this. Yep. And fucking everyone started clapping. And I'm like, I'll bet you everyone clapping was the females in the audience. And they all started clapping. It's like, dude.
And here's one of the big differences, and I think where a lot of people might misconstrue what you're saying is, and I was talking to her about this the other day, is, I want, like when I think about my daughter, so we got a daughter and we got 2 sons. And so when I think about my daughter, and it's funny, I've asked her before, she's 6. So I've asked her, I'm like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do when you get older? And she said, I want to do what mama does. She doesn't do anything. And I'm like, mama does a lot. Mama does more than daddy does. So, but the difference is I didn't have not that I'm a fucking billionaire by any means, but I didn't have what I have now when we got together. So, but if I had it now and I was single, I would be very weary of who comes around, because are they after me just for my money? Whereas, and my good looks, obviously. But the shit that we went through together and grew together and the hard times that we struggled through together, like, no, I owe her that. She went to Louis Vuitton the other day and dropped 20 grand. Okay. Yee. Fucking get it. And get my mom some shit too. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what you should do.
That's what you have to do, because I owe
But not because she went through it with you, because she's a female.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a good female, let's say.
Correct.
Because I got to qualify. Yeah.
That's the difference.
I'm not talking about, some of the bad ones that are out there.
Yeah.
But if you have a good one and you can't afford what she needs, you need to go make more money, bro. And people get all spun about that. And again, it's like, this is just what I believe. Now, if I can't do it, well, then I need to figure out how to get it done. Not bitch that it's not necessarily the right way to think. I would agree. Like, I agree. But let's say I'm only making X amount of dollars where I can't. Well, I would figure out how.
Yeah.
And how would I do it? I'd find guys like you and say, hey, how can I hire you? Or what can I work for you? Or what can I do with you to teach me how to do what you did? Because if you can do it, why can't I do it?
Correct.
And that's what people need to think. If someone else has already done it, why can't you do it?
Well, and a lot of guys too, I think, are so greedy that I've noticed that they want it all for themselves, but then don't want to spend it on them. And like, I'm a car guy, so I don't spend really any money on anything else, but I do spend money on cars. And so if I'm going to buy the shit that I want and drop $300,000 on a car, $400,000 on the rolls, like, why the fuck can't I buy her whatever she wants?
What do you drive?
Denali.
Yeah.
She's had about 6 or 7 Escalades, and finally she was like, I want the
Denali. My wife drives an Escalade here and a Denali in Nashville. So like, I asked her, you can have whatever you want. She wants those cars.
That's what she wants, yeah.
But we got kids and she's a mom, so that's what she wants.
Now we have an Audi RS6 that she loves, and it's probably my favorite car I've ever had.
Really?
4 of us can fit in it, outrun anything on the road. You have plenty of room for luggage, and it's luxury.
Really? Even over an S63?
It's 850 horsepower to the wheels, all-wheel drive. We'll smoke the fucking doors off anything. And plenty of room for all of us, and super luxurious.
Do you have any real estate?
No, we just have our house here. We were looking at houses in Florida last
When you
week.
say here, you know you're in Vegas,
I
right?
keep saying that, yes, but I'm in Vegas.
I was going
now.
to qualify. Like, what's he talking about? You have a house here? I didn't
Maybe
know about
one
that.
day. I don't know.
Dude, Vegas is a cool spot to hang, but we're getting ready to bail.
Yeah.
That's why I got a house in Nashville. My wife loves Nashville for some reason. She
I
thinks
love
everyone's going to
Nashville,
come
too.
around and give us peach pies and,
We just
neighborly.
did, Jelly Roll, the singer Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
We just did his neighbor's roof. We have an office in Nashville too. Our Nashville office will do about 12 to 15 million this year.
So how can I leverage my influence to make money in roofing?
You just back perimeter roofing. I got to get you some perimeter roofing shirts, bud.
Well, I want to be able to like if you said, man, if I had a bunch of sales guys, I'd do twice as much work. Well, dude,
100%.
I could say, hey, listen, if you're not in the roofing game and you want to make some money, come see me, and then I just dial them in with you.
100%.
And then somehow, I'm the sales manager overrider or
We
something.
can do that.
Something.
So
I want to get into roofing is all I know.
I do have,
But I don't want to go work.
I do have territory managers that oversee, hire, recruit, train, things of that nature, which is part of why I'm interested in the light speed aspect, because I want to be able to see how I can have something that's automated to where people can learn before they get out in the field.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's a huge aspect of it. But then the other thing is recruiting and being able to read people. A lot of people will recruit and it's just a body, you know what I mean? And not everybody has the drive, has the motivation, discipline, can read people to be able to pick up on what might interest them. And so many people are in a rush to fucking try to sell something. They're scared this person's going to say no, and versus figuring out what that person wants or trying to figure out what they need, they just push something on them and they either get a yes or no, and then they're worried about the next deal, or they're in such a hurry to get them to sign this deal that because they're so worried about the next deal that they don't tell them everything to expect. So when you can find people that are well-rounded and well-versed and can read people well, they can make a killing in roofing. And then we do an override on that. So on everything that they sell, we do a percentage of override to the manager. So that's 100% an option we can do.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I can like get a lot of people to try things.
Mm-hmm.
So I always look for the things that are real, and I know that roofing is real. I know a couple people making money, just like solar nowadays.
Dude, I got a 21-year-old kid. We're not even through June yet. He's already made over $300,000 a year. He just turned 21.
And not only that, it's not like, well, that he's like rare. No, dude, there's a lot of people making a lot of money. It's crazy. And I would have never have guessed, because my uncles back in the day were roofers, but they weren't roofers like today. They were the ones on the roof
Putting it on.
Yeah. What do you call those guys?
The installers.
Okay, so installers, the money ain't in installing.
So, and they make good money, but if the guys that run the crews, they make good money, but then they also have same thing as owning a business. They have the liability of
Who makes more, installers or salespeople?
sales guys. 100%.
Sales always does.
Sales,
go get some skill
Make
sets.
as much
in
as you
sales.
want. Take vacation whenever you want. Take break. Take lunch. Date night. Whatever you want. Whenever you want. Make your own schedule.
Dude, so you got perimeterroofing.com, Priceless Nutrition, Priceless dash. Do you say hyphen? How the fuck do you say that? Priceless
I say dash. I don't know.
Huh?
I say dash.
Priceless-nutrition.com. You guys can follow him, social media, official Todd Price. What's your apparel company? Price Apparel?
It's still under, it's all under Priceless Nutrition. So I had Price Apparel to start off with, and then it was all motivational type stuff. When I started the nutrition, I said, this is more fitness oriented and more goal oriented and positivity and motivation, things of that nature. Let's put it all under one thing. So everything's under Priceless Nutrition now. You got all your clothing, hoodies, pants, supplements, lifting gear, wrist straps, knee sleeves, all that kind of stuff, all under one website.
Is it all under Priceless?
Yep.
So it's not Price Apparel anymore. It's Priceless.
Yep.
I like that better.
I do too.
Do you ever make the shirts with the shit on the back?
What do you mean?
The words are on the back. Like
We've got
in
some
the
like
front,
where-
it's just a normal t-shirt, but on the back it says something.
We've got some that we've done before. We don't have any currently. Right now we're looking at doing some women's type stuff, athletic style gear, and then we're looking at jerseys. I know jerseys have become real popular, so we try to stay as diverse as possible because everybody's got a certain style.
Well, here's a slogan for Priceless Nutrition. You can't get rich making poor choices.
I like that.
That's a BL original. Put that on a fucking shirt. It's better than I got a crooked boner.
What it is.
So anyway, I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you coming all the way out here.
Absolutely.
To doing it live.
Thank you for having me. I love it.
My pleasure, bro. And if anybody's listening that wants a job or is interested in roofing, man, hit him up, Perimeter Roofing.
Please.
Tell him the Bomb Squad sent you. Until next time, keep it real.
You get rid of all the negative idiots and stop comparing yourself to everybody else and start comparing yourself to yourself. Did you do better than yesterday? Yes, I did. Did I do everything I said I was going to do? Yes, I did. Did I win all fucking day? Yes, I did. Okay, I win all damn day. That's why I walk around like I got a 10-footer. Everyone's like, Brett, how do you walk around so confident? Dude, because I'm a fucking beast.